But here there is the types of seismic waves. The first one is called body wave, and the other is called surface waves. Dear students, body waves, these are the seismic waves occupied inside the S crust. They are of two types. The first, which is called primary waves, which is called P waves. Another is secondary waves, which is called the S waves. Primary waves, these are the first waves to be produced by earthquake near the Earth's surface. They have small waves length and they form waves like that of light. Dear students, because it's called body waves, body. These body waves, this is just taking place nearby the surface. And you have to remind yourself that this earthquake, it can be originating from the area which is called focus, as we described before. And this focus is can be shallow in nature, intermediate in nature, or deeply in nature. Therefore, this body surface is just taking place near by the S crust, wherever it can be to the shallow, which is starting from 0 to 70 kilometers above the S crust. Therefore, this body, it can be primary in nature and secondary in nature. But this primary are the waves which just take place nearby the Earth's surface. These are kind of waves of vibration whereby the Earth crust is just shaking in terms of light wave. Kama unaoga movement ya mwanga wa taa, which is in terms of this structure. Kama hapa have been shown on this sheet. This sheet. But secondary waves, these are the second was to be produced after the primary waves have been produced. The waves is right of water bodies or water waves. Dear students, whenever we're talking about secondary, this is the reaction or is a discovery after the primary to be discovered and to unrise or make realism of the effect of primary. But this secondary, this is a movement or vibration of the S crust in terms of wave or water waves. Maji ya bahari unaonaga mawimbi. Mawimbi ya bahari yale unaonaga. This is called secondary because the wave is shown like this one, or kama unavyoona. Au is like to the waves of water or Shenkyu water. Kama unaona maji ya bahari ya ziwa yanavyo move. The surface waves, whenever talking about surface waves, all longitudinal waves, these are the waves which operate on the Earth's surface. They are of two types, ray length and level waves. Dear students, because the surface body is just a place within the Earth's crust, either to shallow, interior, or deeply. But this surface is just a place on the Earth's surface, nearby. For instance, the one which is close, we see falling of meteoroids, falling of meteoroids. Wherever it be taking place, it can cause for the Earth's surface to be shaking to each other. That's why it's called surface. Huku tunakoishi, tunakojenga nyumba. Or falling of a certain local due to the mass wasting. For instance, that falling mass wasting. Okay. This surface waves is categorized into two. The body which is primary and secondary, and even this surface have two, which is ray length waves and the level wave length. Whenever we talk about ray length, this is the weights or is the name of a certain discoverer or scientist who discovered about the movement of the Earth or vibration of the Earth's crust. And this person, according to his investigation or discovery, the people realized or decided to give the name of ray length so as to appreciate what have been done. For instance, these ray length waves, these are the waves with the elliptical shape. Whenever talking about elliptical shape, this is the shape like an egg. Kama yai unavyoonaga inavyokaa, elliptical shape, kwamba kama yai unavyoona. Therefore, even the shaking of this material is like to an egg. Therefore, elliptical shape moving on the Earth's surface. They were discovered by the Lord Rayleigh in the year of this 1880s. Hence, these waves were assigned this name in honor of the investigator of Lord Rayleigh. Therefore, this Rayleigh, this is the name of that discoverer or investigator. So we are given this law so as to respect whatever he has done. According to surface wave, it consists of radiance and Lovelace. How about the Lovelace? Love waves length. These are the waves which move on the Earth's surface at the right angle to one another. They are discovered by A.H.R. Love after Rayleigh has been already discovered. Hence, the wave were given the name of love in honor of the one discovered them. Dear students, this love length or love waves is one who discovered after to make the errors or the faults of Rayleigh. But according to this love length, he discovered that the earthquake or the vibration or the movement of the Earth's crust due to earthquake, it can be moving in terms of right angle. Right angle. Do you see this structure? Because this is 90 degree at the right angle. Right angle. Kwa hiyo, for instance, this one, this is the right angle. This is the right angle. Therefore, according to this love, he decided that whenever the earthquake will be taking place, the waves will be moving in terms of right angle, like this structure. Dear students, the effect of earthquake. Whenever the earthquake will be taking place on the Earth's surface, can lead for the formation or can cause for faulting of the Earth's crust. Faulting. What is the meaning of faulting? Faulting refers to the fracture of the Earth's crust. Fracture. Or sculpture. Or fracture. Fracturing of the Earth's crust. Fracture. Mpasuko. Cracking. Therefore, because the earthquake is a vibration, either in terms of divergence or convergence, therefore can lead for the certain landmass to be fractured to each other or to undergo faulting. Not only that, but also can cause death of people and the properties. Dear students, wherever the earthquake will be taking place is just depending on the Richter scale. Wherever the Richter scale will be high, for instance of about 6.80 or 7.0 or 80 point, therefore even the death on the Earth's surface will be high, even the destruction of properties. For instance, in Kagera, 16 people got death or were dead. Not only that, in Italy, 300 people got death. Therefore, due to the movement of the earth crust, due to earthquake, can lead for the deaths of people. Even the destruction of property, especially houses or building, can be destroyed a lot. Not only that, destruction of infrastructure. Dear students, whenever you talk about infrastructure, you are talking about the transport network and the means of communication networks and the means of transport system. Madaraja, which is bridges, and other infrastructure of the same nature can be distracted a lot, and the government can incur cost of repairing or of constructing again. Apart from that, due to the earthquake, can lead for the formation or can cause the effect or can influence the occurrence of mass wasting. Dear students, whenever we talk about mass wasting, as I told you, mass wasting, or earth movement, or mass movement, this refers to the downward movement of weathered material. Wherever the landmass will be generated or affected with temperature or rainfall, can remain the landmass which is unstable. And wherever earthquake or gravitation forces will be take place, can lead for the downward movement of this material. Therefore, wherever the earth movement will be taking place at the earthquake, therefore, even mass wasting will be causing for deterioration or movement of material from one place to another. Dear students, may cause tsunami. As I told you, tsunami, this is Japanese name, which earthquake, which is just originating from water bodies or from oceanic areas. Therefore, wherever the earthquake will be moving or taking place, can lead for the formation of tsunami or earthquake within water bodies, whereby the water is just swept or thrown far away from the shore. Dear students, apart from tsunami or formational causes of tsunami, also this earthquake can affect or can lead to the lead fire outbreak, especially when they are caused by volcanism in St. Francisco. Dear students, wherever this earthquake have been caused with volcanism or eruption of molten material from within the crust and come on the earth's surface, and the cause for the lava after those materials which are molten in nature to be cooled and to undergo solidification. Therefore, wherever this volcanism or this molten material will be consists of fire, therefore can cause for fire outbreak. For instance, the ones which is just taking place at Ororengai in Arusha. Wherever this volcanism will be taking place, even the inhabitant of that area will be amazing. Because the area will be shaking to each other and ready for the earthquake. Measures to reduce the effect of earthquake. As you know, the earthquake can lead for different destruction on the earth surface. What are measures or ways so as to prohibit or to avoid it to happen again? Because it's just taking place mostly. First, use of springs at the foundation of building. Dear students, wherever the one who are engineers or civil engineering, therefore they have to determine the using of springs wherever they want to make the construction. For instance, this is the foundation of certain building. Therefore, he or she should use springs material so as to avoid the cracking or the earthquake to affect this landmass or the building. Because wherever earthquake will be taking place, these springs will be dancing to each other. Even the destruction will be low. Therefore, the people or civil engineering should be using springs at the foundation of building. Another is avoid the construction of tall building. Dear students, wherever you want to build, you have to build a tall building. Therefore, you have to consult the one who know the situation of geologists. For instance, in Arusha, most of the people who want to build a tall building or to construct a tall building, they are no longer to build a tall one because the landmass of Arusha, Dodoma, is most affected with this weakness because of divergence or because of the area of Rift Valley. Great Rift Valley. This area is mostly affected with plate tectonic divergence of material and convergence. That's why the people in Arusha, they are not allowed to build or to construct tall building due to formation of Rift Valley, because this landmass is the area of weakness. Therefore, the one who want to construct a tall building, it should be consulting the consultant concerned to this situation or to these matters. Another is avoid the use of explosive materials. Dear students, I told you that the minor causes of earthquake is through mining or drilling. Therefore, it's just using explosive materials, wanalipua, baruti. Therefore, it should be not using, because wherever you will be using explosive material can lead for the earth crust to be shaking to each other. Another, scientific should detect the epicenter and prohibit people from establishing settlement. Dear students, most of this, the developing countries just detecting, the scientists detecting, but developing countries have no any even ample time to make determination or to investigate. That's why it's just taking place. For instance, the people in some parts of Dodoma, Arusha, even in Kigoma, because of Tanganyika Rift Valley. Therefore, the people, it should be avoided with the government to make settlement nearby or along that area of weakness, unless the destruction or the effect will be happening again and again. Therefore, the scientific people, it should be convincing or should be advising the government to avoid people to construct settlement or to make settlement nearby the area of weakness. For instance, in Arusha, Dodoma, Kigoma, or the most people who are just living to the area of weakness. For instance, the one who are just living nearby the Rift Valley, Great Rift Valley, they should be avoided, because this area consists of the convergence. Dear students, getting an automatic electricity fire control when in case the earthquake is combined with fire. But this is just a place mostly to the area of developed one, not in developing, because these machines which is automatic electric fire have no longer to obtain it. Therefore, but we are just advised to use automatic electric fire control wherever this will be combined with fire, or the one which is just erupted due to the formation of volcanism, eruption of molten materials, which is just consisting of fire. Dear students, distribution of earthquake. Dear students, whenever you're talking about distribution, means the spread of this earthquake. You have to remind yourself, wherever you want to make an essay concerning this earthquake, you have to remind the distribution or the area which can be mostly affected. Not all places can be affected with this earthquake, but there is certain area which are most. For instance, earthquake, tsunami, these are words which is originated from Chinese and Japanese. Therefore, the people of Japan, China, is mostly distributed this earthquake. But even Tanzania, there are some parts. For instance, the one who are just, for instance, the area of Great Rift Valley in Tanganyika, Lake Tanganyika, is just because of this earthquake. But here, the distribution is analyzed as below. First, earthquake occur mainly in the following zones. First, the convergence zone, which is the Circum-Pacific belt, which is Alpine Himalaya belt. These are most of area which is just taking place. Not only that, but to the area of divergence. Convergence area and divergence area. Divergence zone, this is around the Great East Africa Rift Valley, as I told you in Kigoma. Even the one which is just passing through to the Dodoma. Rift Valley, and in the mid-ocean regions. Therefore, whenever talking about distribution, not all parts can be affected, but there is some parts. For instance, the one which is the convergence zone and the divergence zone is just mostly affected. Therefore, you have to remind yourself, wherever you want to make a construction of tall building, you have to know the area of weakness. For instance, the divergence area and the convergence area. For instance, in Kigoma, most of the people, because Kagera is nearby to the Kagera, that's why in 2016 there was an earthquake which happened at that area, because it's just the area of weakness. Not only that, even in Karema, in southern parts of Tanzania. Therefore, the people, it should be taking measures so as to avoid the effect which will be happening.